guys, welcome back to another Ghost Reacts, and today we're reacting to another video, and that video we are reacting to today is another Triplets video, but it is not on the list, I don't think. It's one that I've recently just seen on going over their channel, seeing what else there I could add to the list, and I've seen one that I'd like to react to. I want to see how the fans interact with her as well. It's Mum of Triplets answers questions about being the mum of triplets. So this is, I don't know if you've watched this video, if you like this video, if you're happy that I'm reacting to this video, then smash the like button down below. I'm going to get to the other videos soon enough as well, but without further ado, let's get straight into this video today with the Triplets and first appearance of their mother, for me anyway. For anyone else, if you've seen it before, you've seen it before. But let's get straight into this video today.
Here's something though.
Okay, wait.
Wait.
You guys, or do I look at that?
Whoever's talking around.
And
just be,
Just be.
And then what you saying, how you miss me? Yeah, you miss me. And all the things that we did. We said we were gonna travel from the islands to Madrid. We had a lot of plans, but they all disappeared. Why? Oh, because of some kid. But it's okay, cause I'm moving.
I like the fact they've added their names in some of it in this intro, this type of intro.
Alright, so as you can see, or as you know, we have a mother.
No.
And she gave birth to us, so therefore, she's a mother of triplets. And a lot of people have questions for triplets. So that leads us to believe people have questions for the triplets' mother.
Absolutely.
Fair. So today we're going to be asking the mother of triplets questions about being the mother of triplets.
Wow.
Fair? They're broken down well, I think.
I love it.
I think people are gonna
Let's
get it.
go. Yeah, I think it makes sense.
You don't get it?
Explanation.
You're weird.
Okay, I have like 3 questions at once, but they're all like, it's gonna be more like a topic because they go with each other. They go with each other, but I'm gonna ask them all at the same time, and it can be more of like a conversation than an answer.
Okay. Why's your hair in your face?
I do it all the time.
All right. So someone said alternative name ideas if you didn't name us Matt, Nick, and Chris, or like what would our names be, or like how did you choose our names? Like, did you know what our names were gonna be like as we were born? Like, oh, the first one will definitely be Nick. Or the third part of the question is, if we weren't, like, if the 3 of us were all girls instead, what 3 girl names were you thinking of?
Okay, I only had one
It's a good
girl
question.
name, and that would be, for some reason, I like the name Madison.
That was gonna be Justin, right?
That was going to be Justin. Justin was a boy, so I held on to Madison. But I knew I was going to have 3 boys. I found out really pretty early, so I didn't really have to think about girl names after that.
Yeah. So you're just like,
I went straight to the boy names. So all I knew was I always liked the name Nicholas for some reason.
why'd you spell it wrong?
That's Dad.
No H?
No H. I like the H. He didn't want an H. I don't know. But he says it's an Italian way. Who knows? But, and then we basically let Justin decide.
Wow.
So Justin and Chris. Wow.
And Dad and
So
Justin
original.
kind of just like bounced names around. It was like Matt.
When they came up with Matt, did they have to like go to you to be like did you have to like
Are you
finalize?
okay with Matt?
Oh yeah, it was like Matthew was nice. I called Matthew.
What were like
was-
2 other names that weren't like used that they thought of?
I think Dad and I thought about different names, but I don't want to mention some of them. But we remembered
Why?
people that we
Were
didn't
they
like
like
from
that?
like high school and stuff.
Oh, so
You
you're
know what I
like,
mean?
like you
Like-
like that name? Like, nah, like I used to have like he was my op. Like,
Yeah, Dad was like, "Oh no, that guy was a real jerk in high school.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't want that name." And-
True.
Wow.
That happens a lot, though.
Just like your life experiences lead to like what you could possibly name your kids. Because like
That's
your
true.
dream kid name at like my, Matt, and Chris's age could be something that like we really want to name our kids, and then like we might meet a person with that name and like just completely destroy.
Or what if it like a serial killer? Like,
Exactly.
if a serial killer's named like Jimmy, I bet the name.
Or
Jimmy.
like though when someone's like a Karen, like when
Comment.
someone's just like basically like a B word, like yeah, like if someone's like really rude, like at the store, like a Karen,
And
like,
you're like,
no
"Oh,
one's
I'm
gonna.
never calling my daughter."
You see how their behaviour is completely different with their mum in the car. That's why it's good to look at the videos like this, because you actually see how they actually are, because their parents are in the room. because you've got two completely different perspectives. It's like the outgoing, crazy triplets you see on their own, and then when there's a parent who they respect and love dearly, their attitude changes completely, as you can see right now. Do you know what I mean? That's why it's good to watch videos like this, because you can decipher who actually is who they say they are.
Karen, like,
Sorry,
now.
Karen.
Yeah, sorry, Karen, but no one's naming their kid Karen now. Nobody in this generation is gonna name their daughter Karen. So it's kind of like names just like some fade.
Yeah. So Dad and I liked every Matthew, Nicholas, and Christopher that we knew. And you asked me the second part of the question. Oh, and it had to go with the last name, Sterniolo.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister.
Oh, so wait. So if like
I have a long
if Matt
name.
was born before me, would he have been Nick?
No, because once I found out where you guys all were in my belly, like baby.
Wait, you don't move around?
No, you guys were pretty stuck in there. Once
Well, I mean, there's not much room.
That mind blew me,
there
bro.
wasn't much moving around.
that blows my mind.
I kind of knew where
There wasn't
baby
much
A
room,
was,
wanna know why?
baby B,
Shut
baby
up.
C.
He's making fun of
Mom,
me.
is it true that Nick was bigger than me and Matt when he came out because he took up more space? Like he ate like more than us?
You can be truthful.
I believe Nick has always been the controller of the group.
The controller.
He just
So I was like, you can stay on
space
that
out.
side.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad action movie.
He needed some space.
But so
when you came out, I said, please tell me what baby you're taking out.
I was like, when you got an ultrasound, so technically when you got an ultrasound, they're like, oh, this is baby A, B, and C. Technically, like, you had us named, like, from the ultrasound, like, A, B, and C,
Yeah.
this is where they are. And then,
Wow.
So,
Damn.
technically, if we were A, B, and C on the ultrasound, we could have been born, like, C, B, A, like, out of that order.
Well, no, because the doctor told me which babies. Keep in mind, I got a C-section.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
The baby.
He was able to go in and pick them up.
Oh, so he was like, oh, so
Even though
he
A-
picked which one was firstborn,
He went
basically.
in order, A, B, C. He like.
Yeah, but if
So
you like,
basically, so technically, I was the oldest since they looked at the ultrasound and were like, A.
It's the position, the way it's in your body.
Oh, so you were
I
like
don't
up
think
top. You were
I
close.
don't
Yeah,
think
so I was just close enough to the exit.
basically, and he was like, that one's A, this one's B, and this one's C. And
Okay, I never had any idea that it was like we weren't gonna change spots.
no, so as soon as he handed me baby A, he was like,
Oh, you touched like
this is baby A. I'm like, hi, Nicholas. Hi, Nick. Baby B.
All right,
Hi,
good.
Matt. C.
What?
It's Chris.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, see, Chris.
So pretty much the names were just.
All right,
set
let me
in
ask the next
stone.
question.
They fit.
Okay,
They
hold
fit.
on. So wait, I got it. Trust me, I got it. I know what I'm doing. Which out of the triplets get in trouble the most? Or, like, that
Spill
was,
the
like, technically-
beans.
You mean? Well, none of you have really ever gotten in trouble.
say like in school.
I'm
Like in
thinking
school
more
with
of
the law
like.
or anything like
I'm
that.
thinking more of like in the past. Like right now, like we're past the stage where it's like, oh, I'm gonna take your phone away. But like back then, who caused more of like?
Who got in the most timeouts
Oh,
growing
that
up?
is almost sideswipe, man. So I'm talking like when we were like 8 and like we were just like
Yeah.
misbehaved. Like who was like the who started the issues here?
I might have to say Chris.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I might have to say Chris just kind of pushed it a little bit.
I was pushing the buttons.
You were pushing it a little.
He still does to this
But
day.
in general,
Push the
it
limits.
was all of you at once. Because
Yeah, we worked as we played off
you
each
work
other.
as a team. There wasn't ever a time that, like, one of you decided to go, you know, postal, and then the other two were like, oh, I think we'll stay really calm. Like, if one of you went up crazy, the other two went crazy.
It's like dog and fuzz falling
All
out.
right, but I do have to say though, it did seem like there were days where things were peaceful,
I think Chris
but
just
then
drunk
one of you would do something.
And then I wreaked havoc among the home.
Like there was never a day that one of you didn't do
Ultimate
something.
chaos.
It kept you entertained.
You kept me young.
Have you ever
The light,
lost
baby.
them as children? Like, were we ever just like abandoned somewhere by accident?
Well, do you guys ever remember being lost?
I remember
In
once. No, it
stores?
wasn't your fault. You gave Justin permission to watch over me for like 2 minutes, and he decided to run away.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like really little in Target, and they had to like call him.
Stores,
Do you remember
yeah.
that? The intercom.
Yes,
I couldn't imagine
do
being,
remember
like-
you guys getting lost,
God.
like in the stores under the clothes, like for a second, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, where are you?"
And we
And
just
then
pop
you'd be
out.
there. But no,
Yeah, but they've got to look out over
really
there.
close
Even
tabs
it's
on
worse
Yeah,
over there
we're
than it is
never, ever,
over here
abandoned for
in the
more than,
UK.
like, 10 minutes.
for things like that, for like children going like missing and stuff. It's even worse over there because I've been over there to like Florida like a couple of times, as I previously said in other videos that you probably watched. You walk into Walmart and the first thing you see in the entrance is just a wall full of all the people that have gone missing. It's quite sad when you walk in. But it's just loads and loads of like photos of missing kids. You can't put like a word on it because you don't know the pain that anyone's going through in that situation as well. But like I said, that's what I mean. You don't get anything like that over here. You don't have like a wall full of like missing people photos in shopping centres over here. But over there in Walmart, as I just said, I was so shocked when I saw it. The first time ever seeing something like that as well. And the magnitude of it. The place is huge as well, so it's understandable. But it shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't be a thing at all.
Little, I vividly remember like being between like clothes in the women's.
Oh yeah, I used to like hide
Yeah,
and
you
like try to
guys used to
scare
go
you.
underneath the women's clothes.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
that is so fun.
Yeah.
I remember doing that like a lot.
Yeah, me too.
So do I. Did you ever notice people double taking when they saw the triplets in public?
Always.
It's like we'd be like,
They still do.
yeah,
that's
like
true.
example. What are you thinking? Like when we were little. Like,
Everywhere we've gone, even when we didn't have a triplet stroller,
oh my God, you had a
we
triplet.
did, which was pretty long, and we kind of looked like a parade.
That's
You take up the whole
like,
path
adult
with those
confused,
things.
like the triple like thing. That's literally
People
straight up
have
important.
always, like in stores and stuff, everywhere we go, they'd look and they'd go, are you guys the same age, or are you twins? No, we're triplets. Oh, and people have always done double takes.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
because I remember when me, Matt, and Chris worked at Star Market, like they put us on register like literally 4, 5, 6, and
Right.
the person was at like Chris's register, and like they're like,
oh,
oh, I'm
we
gonna
go
go
get
get one more thing, and then like cut the line to me and be like, oh, here, and I'm like, whoa, like you totally
Right.
interrupted everything. I'm like, I don't know who you are, what you're buying, and then Chris is like, oh no, you're supposed to be over here, or like
Yeah,
someone will
that's
check out at like
Yeah.
the farthest one, and as they're walking down, just be like, oh my God, like be so mind blown that they just walked by, like.
Exactly.
But I feel like up until like earlier on this year, or even like fully a year ago, we all looked even more alike. And I feel like this is the first year where it's like we
a
have
lot of people
seriously,
say
like,
that. A lot of people say, I can finally tell your boys apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like as of like this year, we
This
started to
year,
look the
I
most
think your
different.
hair's different.
Yeah, their
I feel like if
personality's
we
coming
really
through,
wanted
that's
to,
why.
We could all look the exact same
You
again.
could
though.
totally look.
That's how
alike.
you know you can
Trick or treat.
differentiate each one,
Yeah.
because their
I also
personalities will probably
remember
be a
when
little
you
bit
guys were
different
playing
in some
hockey
way.
And there was like 3 Sterniolos on the ice.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
People on the other team would be like, "Hey, how come that kid gets to play the whole game?" But it wasn't always one kid.
Yeah,
it was like
all
3 of you.
That's so
You know?
funny.
So I'd be like, "It's a different kid." Look
That
at
must
the-
have been so confusing for like the refs. Like if like I actually vividly remember getting a penalty called on me
Because of Matt.
Because of Matt.
Oh my God, he'd be the worst.
Like they put me in the penalty
I
box,
never
and
said
like
anything.
one time
That
I got like
happened.
fully ejected from a game because they thought it was Matt. I remember.
Not my fault.
I remember times they'd put like the coach would come and remember like the score sheet, like what happened. Like, oh, you got an assist today, Nick? I'd be like, no, like I
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
There
It
was definitely
like,
some
Chris.
confusion in hockey.
Yeah, because I
For
mean,
sure.
you have like all the gear on, like.
Yeah, but
our
that's
friend
understandable,
Nathan, too,
isn't
we
it?
look a
Come
lot
on.
Like Nathan, sort
Yeah.
of. So it's like when we started playing with like other kids that are like the same stature as us.
Yeah.
Then we were screwed.
When
It
it's,
was
like,
already
same
3,
height,
and then
same
it was like
hair, it was
Nathan, and
doomed.
then like 2
Well,
other kids that
even-
like were the same size as us, like 7 kids on the ice that looked the same.
When you guys were blonde, when you were little, I remember once going out with some of your friends, even like blonde girls and stuff,
Mhm.
and people would be like, "Are those all your kids?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I have quadruplets." You know, I would trick people.
Oh my God, Matt does that
Because
to
you
this
were really
day.
blonde.
When me and Matt
Yeah.
like go out together, like just me and him, I remember vividly this lady was like, "Oh, are you guys twins?" Matt goes, "Not triplets." She's like, "Oh, where's the third one?" Because they always ask where the third one is.
Right.
And Matt goes, "Oh, he's dead," and we just kept
he
walking.
That's
I think that's the nicest thing that your kids did for you.
Oh.
oh, You know what?
You can include Justin, but like it's a triplet-based video. But
I have to say, remember I said this to you guys the other night that you've always been pretty thoughtful. Remember when we were leaving the Brown school?
I knew you were gonna say that.
I was gonna say that.
I knew that.
I wish we like recorded our predictions. Cause
Yeah.
Grade, and you took it on yourselves to kind of ask all these other parents and all the kids in the class to create like a thank you gift for me, and you wrote something.
Look at us.
And then at the end, at your moving on ceremony, you kind of like surprised me.
Yep.
That was
It
really
was raining
nice.
that day.
We didn't give context that our mom worked at the school that we went to for like 6 years.
Well,
So it wasn't
I
like
volunteered. That was the.
she
I
like
think,
basically volunteered, but like worked harder than half the people who actually like work at the school. But she like, you were there for the entire time we were at the school, so it wasn't like a random like, oh, let's get these triplets moms a gift for like the moving on ceremony. It was
All of our friends.
everyone who went to the school, even people who weren't like our friend, knew of our mom because she worked at the school. Which is part of the reason we were so cool, because our mom was
So I'm
constantly
not
there.
talking
So it was
much, but I don't really have
remember
any
leaving
much to
class,
say
like,
right now because it's just
I
them
remember
being
friends in, like,
normal
third
because
block
the
be like,
mum's in
"Oh,
the
do you
car,
wanna,
isn't
like, hang
it?
out today after school?" And then they'd be like, "Oh,
It's just
okay,
nice
I'll
seeing
go
them
to
being
my parents'
normal
after
for
school." I'd be
once,
like, "I'll go to, like,
instead
the
of all the
library with my
hyper
mom
stuff.
right now." Like, you were just always
Yeah,
at
you were
the
always
school.
at something.
So I'd just be like, "Oh, I'll just go ask my
Yeah,
mom."
that was a really fun time. I really enjoyed being involved in school and supporting you guys that way, and also getting to be with all your other friends. And I always thought I was like the kind of mom that kids could all come to. So I really felt the whole community pitched in, and
I feel like every mother
acknowledged
thinks
me,
that, though,
and
that
was
they could do
but
that.
you guys initiated that,
Yeah.
which for sixth
Yeah.
grade,
I think I came up with that idea.
Every mother
Yeah.
thinks
Chris
that, don't
definitely
they?
did.
I feel like they
We
do.
basically got like an Easter basket, but like not. It
No,
wasn't
I knew
Easter.
there's some flip flops in there for sure. I know.
There was like a notebook.
a notebook, and then
some like hand.
definitely
made a photo album.
Oh,
with
yeah.
everything,
100% they
and
were
that was
raising
A bunch of people like,
Raisinets, 100%.
Oh.
Raisinets.
Mom
You
was
guys have
berserk
done
for
other-
Raisinets.
Now, you're putting me on the spot because there's been so many other things. My recent
just too many.
birthday
Too many. You
present,
just can't name them
when
all.
you brought me bubbles. 'Cause
Oh, that's
I
on
love
TikTok.
Bubbles.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
on
posted
TikTok.
that.
I love bubbles, and you got me bubbles and then Raisinets because you know I like my Raisinets with my popcorn.
I'm trying to think of
You know I like Triton journals, so you've gotten me journals. So you've been very, very thoughtful.
I think you
in
have,
your gift
honestly,
giving.
like, I was gonna get you a journal for Christmas this year, but I
We're
was
done
like,
with that. We have like.
I was like, I think
Why don't you
Mom-
show
I
me a
think-
fully written journal? I'll get you.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
like
get
at
another
least
journal.
no, I
The
honestly,
problem is you can't read them because they're all in cursive.
I
Oh,
think,
yeah, that
I
is
think,
You're gonna have to get it translated.
Yeah, you're always like.
I think
when
Mom has enough paper to write, like, rewrite the Bible 700 times.
I like
easy.
to write these
Mom
journals
could
because
make,
they're
like, 7
journals to
dictionaries.
basically you guys when you get older, and I want you to
can't
read
read them
them.
because they're in cursive.
You're gonna have to get someone who can read cursive. There are many other things, and if you ever bring me back for a second time, I'm sure I can come up with them. But you guys are very thoughtful. Cards, a lot of thoughtful cards you've given me.
I love cards.
Yeah, you're good boys. You're good kids. You like don't mind saying I'm your mom and
No
hanging
way.
out with
Come
me
on,
and-
Mom.
Last question, most difficult question. You have to answer.
Oh.
It's gonna be like, who's your favorite?
Yeah.
Who's your
Don't
favorite?
ask me who your favorite is. No, that's
Who's your favorite?
you know it's really funny because when I told a couple people I was doing this, they're like, you know, they're gonna ask who's your favorite.
And you were like, I'm gonna say
No.
Nick, but like.
Okay,
You're like,
buddy.
I'm thinking Nick, but
I
the
love-
odds
I
of me
love
saying that
all
out
of
loud
you,
are just
is what you'll say.
No, I love all four of my
Who,
boys.
okay.
Nick.
Who would you get along with the most from when we were ages 8 to 12?
I believe that's
Don't lie.
I believe she had to get along with Nick because Nick
that was
separated
kinda
himself
forced.
from his brothers.
That was forced by you,
Just
not
saying.
gonna lie.
Nick and I were definitely the closest growing up, but if I have to pick,
That's the best the answer's gonna get.
if I have to pick my favorite son, it is my
The
dog.
dog. That dog
Excuse.
gets whatever he wants.
Yeah,
The
literally.
dog loves me, does not talk back, jumps up and down.
I gotta
when he
get rid of
sees
him. He's
me,
my only competition.
Gives me a big
I
hug.
gotta get rid of
Just,
him.
so I don't have a favorite. I love you all the same.
But that's into today's video. I did like this one. It's because it's more like homey, because you actually get to see them for what they actually are. Because Mama Bear, I'm gonna call her now, Mama Bear, is around. Would I like to see Mama Bear again on their channel? Yeah, I'd love to. Could we get to see more of them being natural instead of all hyper and stuff and arguing with each other? we actually get to learn more stuff about them. So yes, I would love a part 2 of this. If there is a part 2, please let me know down below. If there's not, also let me know. And then if you do want to see a part 2 of Mama Bear in a video, go smash their like button and go put in their comments that you want a part 2 if they haven't done it already. If they have, then please let me know and I will do a reaction to it. Add it to the list. But yeah, I just wanted to watch this one because it was one that isn't on the list. I saw it just browsing through their channel as I said at the start. So I thought it'd be a little bit different because we got to see them in a different light, which we did. So that's a success. You did learn a bit more about them through what Mama Bear said. Yes, I ain't got to keep calling her Mama Bear. Yes, I am. She reminds me a lot of my mother, if I'm being honest. But yeah, let's get... yeah, if you're not a subscriber, smash the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to be notified when I'm doing uploads such as these ones and my gaming videos at the weekend. God of War is coming to an end next episode. Yes. I thought the last episode that I done was going to be the last one, but it wasn't. We got one more episode to go, and then I can move on to other series that we're going to be doing. And get ready because I am going to be releasing a trailer for all the stuff that's coming to the channel very, very soon. So be keeping your eye out for those. If you like this video, if you liked what's happened in this video, or if you liked anything that I said in this video, I haven't said much in this video because I've been listening to what everyone's been talking about, because I feel like you're going to learn a lot more in these types of videos. But yeah, that's all I've got for time for today. Patreon is also in the description below for anyone who's interested in movie reactions. I'm doing a lot. I'm going to start doing more movie reactions this week as well, so there's more going to be added to the site. But yeah, like I said, that's all I've got time for today. I will see you in my next video. Good. Bye.